Hey guys, welcome to a new video, and if you're new to my channel then welcome. So I couldn't be any more excited for today's video if I tried. I don't think. Today I'm going to be showing you everything that I am packing and taking with me on an 11-day holiday to Cancun, Mexico, which me and my husband are leaving for on Monday. So this video comes out on Sunday and that will be tomorrow. So it's quite last minute. We literally just booked it last week, but we're so excited, and we haven't been anywhere on our own since we've been married, and that's 6 years now. So we just couldn't be more excited to get out there and just enjoy some relaxing sunshine and sea and just food and everything. I'm so excited. But the thing that I was probably most excited for was to pack my art kit to take with me and also make myself a little travel journal. So I'm so excited to show you this. But first, I think we're just going to get straight into things here because I've already gone through this video once. I won't lie. I have recorded an entire video showing you this kit, only my kit was a lot bigger. So I originally had like this, I've taken two sketchbooks and neither of them fit in here at first, and I was taking this pencil roll with me, and then I showed my husband all my stuff I was so excited for that I was taking with me, and he was like, have you ever heard of like working, you know, the benefits of having a limited palette, or like having limited supplies or something like that can be quite magical and quite good for you. So I was like, maybe he's right actually, and maybe I was being too much of it. So now I'm much happier with the size of everything that I'm taking, and I'm still debating whether to take this, but we'll talk about this in a moment. So this is like an added extra maybe. So we're going to start off with this little case. Now, this is a case I've had for years now, actually. I got it from Amazon, and I see a lot of people using this case as a travel art case, and I think it's just so perfect. So I've got my little clips on the side here because they do fit inside, but you know, when something just makes it a little bit too bulky. So yeah, I always take my binder clips to hold my sketchbooks open. So I think it can get a little bit windy in Cancun. So I'm gonna have a look inside here. And when I tell you I have been, what would you call that word? Like, not excruciating. No, it's not excruciating. I can't think of the word, but I have been going back and forth over my coloured pencils that I want to take with me for so long. I feel like I've made the perfect palette of pencils for me, but it consisted of I think it was 56 coloured pencils, and so I did realise that that was like way too many pencils to be taking with me. So these cases, they come with like this couple of little pockets, a little compartment here. They come with this pencil sleeve, and then they also come with two more of these pencil leaves that you can velcro into here. And I was trying to find mine, I couldn't find them anywhere, so that's where this came in. And I was going to take this pencil roll with me and fill this up and also take the pencil roll, and that's when my husband was like, maybe you don't need the pencil roll as well. So I do agree with him. You know, like I think this is one of those times where I got a bit carried away with my excitement of taking all my art supplies when I don't even know how much time I'm even going to get to create, you know. So I did make, like, I feel like a perfect colour palette for me to just play with at home. So I'm going to keep these in here, and then when I get back, I'm going to limit myself to just these 50 odd pencils for a while and see how I get on with just playing with these, because I do have a lot of coloured pencils, and sometimes when you have too much of something, you kind of what's the word, like, you get paralyzed by having too much and overwhelmed, you know what I mean? So I thought if I could just limit myself a bit, then maybe I can be a little bit more creative than just looking at, like, I'm lucky enough to have all these art supplies, I know, but sometimes it can get a little bit overwhelming when you have too many things around you. So that's a great tip, you know. Don't buy great big sets of things if you're unsure about, like, the art supplies that you really want, I guess. Because when I was doing my colour pencil pet portraits, I was obsessed with coloured pencils, like when I first became a proper artist, I guess. And I just collected full sets of pencils, like the Polychromos, the Luminance, what other ones have I got? Prismacolor, Derwent Lightfast. I collected full sets of them and ended up that I've got so many beautiful colours that I barely use. And I use literally just the browns and stuff for the pet portraits. So now I'm trying to like expand my horizons with my colours and stuff. So I'm really excited about this colour palette, and I can't wait to show you them all swatched out in a minute. So we'll start with the pencils, obviously. I went through all of my pencils. This did take hours, but I did really enjoy the process. Like, I'm supposed to be packing clothes and stuff, to be honest, but no, instead I've just been picking out the perfect colour palette of pencils. So this was my cut down version of my 56 pencils. I managed to cut it down to 24 colours to go in here. And bear in mind, I am going to a beautiful Caribbean place on the Caribbean Sea. And so I wanted to have a lot of like turquoises and blues for the beautiful sea and sky. And also like just all my sort of favourite brights, like my oranges. These two colours are my favourite. So these are the colours that I settled on. And then when I limited my colours down to just these, I went to bed at night thinking like, oh, but I could really do with that one other colour. And I've got to be honest, I don't know how much time I'm going to have to create art. We do really want to have a nice relaxing holiday. So, and it is very important to me that I make the effort to create some art over there, to just relax by the pool for even if it's just half an hour. If I could just pop this in my beach bag, just this case even, and just take this down to the pool or to the beach with me and just play for half an hour and just do really quick sketches, it really means a lot to me that I do that, because I feel like if I come home and I haven't done any art out there, and I'll just think I'll regret it, you know. So it is important to me, and my husband knows that as well, and he's excited for me to be able to do some art out there. And he just wanted to make it easy for me to do art, because he said, if you take all that stuff, you're putting barriers in the way of you actually just getting your art supplies out and going. So like with this, I've got everything in here that I could want. So he is right, really. And I did think to myself, I think I'm taking too much. And it will just it's like barriers, or like mental barriers, or you know when you've got to make things easy for yourself, or you just won't do something, like, I don't know. I think you know what I mean. Where was I? Don't even know what I was in the middle of saying there now. But yeah, it is very important to me that I make the effort for myself. And we're going to go on a day trip to see I think it's called Chichen Itza, the Mayan pyramid, which is one of the 7 wonders of the world. So we're going on a day trip there, and that has like a 2.5 hour coach ride to the site. So I will definitely be doing art, even if it's on the plane, and I would love to film like a bit of an art vlog as well. So we'll see what happens. Obviously this video is coming out a day before I leave. I won't be making any videos next week, so I'll be having a week off, and then when I get home I'd love to make a really good like art Mexico vlog. So that's what means a lot to me now. Whether it means a lot to me when I'm over there and I just want to chill and drink cocktails all day, that's another story. But anyway, so I picked this colour palette out. I think they're absolutely lovely. I'll show you it in a minute because I swatched them out in here. But then I realised that I had a bit more space, and this compartment has literally nothing in. So then maybe this is where I did go a little bit overboard, and I decided to pick out... Hang on. I decided to pick out an extra 10 pencils. It started off with 1. It turned into 10. But these were the ones that I was missing. And I'll tell you why I thought they was missing. Because last night, if you are new to my channel and you're just watching this video to get inspiration for travel art kits, then welcome. I am a rambly person, okay? So these videos tend to go off in different directions all the time, but that's okay. You guys have told me that you like it. So Yes, so last night I did a prompt from 30 Days of Sketchbook Joy by Katie Moody, which is a challenge over on Instagram, and I'm way behind with this now, but that's okay because I'm going on holiday. Um, and the prompt was panel page, so that means like doing little panels and drawing within them. So I did a experiment of using a gouache base layer. Whoops, I don't think I had that in shot then. So I did an experiment of doing a gouache base layer and then an Ecoline brush pen base layer. And I sort of was using the pencils that I had. So basically I was practicing because this is from a picture of Mexico, of Cancun. So I was having a little practice to see what my supplies were like. And I used these pencils and then there was just a few that I felt like I was missing. So I decided to just add them in here. And I will swatch these out in this video so you can see these colours as well. But they're all like perfect tropical paradise colours, you know. And I actually like the Ecoline base layer way more than I do the gouache. So that's where this case comes in. Because I was not planning on taking any brush pens with me. But I found this one way easier to draw and quicker to draw than I did this one with the gouache. So, and I like what it looks like better. I think it looks more vibrant. So I am going to take these, and then like one day if I don't want to take my gouache out, I can always swap around my little bag, you know, for what I want to do on the day. So I've got a few colours in here. I don't know what these will be like on the plane. I might put them in a little plastic baggie or something in case they leak. But I've just got a few colours that I think will be perfect colours for Cancun. So last night I was looking up pictures and it's basically just like beach and sky. You know, there's a lot of sand, there's a lot of turquoise sea, and there's a lot of lovely blue sky. And then there's also a lot of lovely greenery as well. So I'm taking these two greens, but I'll swatch these out in a little bit as well. And they do just fit in this little case perfectly. So I am going to take that. My husband's going to be like, you've snuck another case in here. But you've got to have, you've got to do it, you know. This is when I was experimenting with coloured pencils that I wanted to take with me. And this was really fun, just swatching out these lovely colours. But obviously I'm not taking all of these. This I thought was fun. This was a prompt, draw your day. And my day on this day consisted of literally looking at holidays on my phone all day. And then we decided on Cancun. So I thought that would be fun to do. It's my day consisted of nothing else. So yeah, that's those. Which one do you like the best? Do you like the Ecoline base layer? And then I've used coloured pencils and a little touch of Neocolor on top. Oh, and a little pop of Luminous watercolour too on the sand. Or do you like the gouache base layer? I'd love to know. Let me know in the comments which one's your favourite. So I'm not taking that sketchbook, which that sketchbook was also originally coming with me. So yeah, like I was going to take 3 sketchbooks with me. I don't know what I was thinking, I've got to be honest. Okay, so that's the pencils. I'll pop them back in there. And I could take more with me. I actually do have room in here to take like, I don't know, 6 more pencils, but I must have restraint somewhere. And then I think to myself, because I'm like a bit neurotic, I think, what about if I get stuck on an island somewhere and all I've got is my art supplies? And I will really regret not taking them extra pencils with me because I'll go through all of these, you know, if I've got like nothing else to do but to draw on a desert island. God, I need help sometimes, I'm sure. So yeah, I've got all these lovely colours. We're going to move on. I've got this microfiber cloth. So at first I had loads of bits of tissues in here everywhere, and just recently I've been loving using my microfiber cloth in the studio. This is the one that I use all the time. I use it with everything. It needs a bit of a wash now, I think. But it's just the best, honestly. It's good for wiping your hands. It's good for using as like a cloth for your watercolours. It's just perfect. So I thought I won't take loads of little tissues everywhere. I'm just going to take this because I want to. So I want to, what shall I do? Shall I pop bits here? I'll put it at the top. So I've got loads of cute tins in here, right? So I love collecting cute little tins and stuff. So I've really made use of them. So let's talk sketchbooks next. Seems this is the next thing that I can get out. So this one is a little art creation sketchbook by Royal Talons. If you watched my last video, I absolutely raved about these. I love these sketchbooks. I love them so much. They are just the perfect daily sketchbook for daily art. The paper is just like an off-white sort of ivory colour paper. It's not amazing for watercolours, although I still do like to use watercolours in here, and I will show you what they are like in this video. But I love using gouache in here, and for coloured pencils and Neocolors, it's just the best. Honestly, this is the best sketchbook ever, and I'll never think any different. And because it's so cheap, this was like what, £7-8. It's nice and small. What size is this? I haven't had a square one before. And I have got a big stack of these art creation sketchbooks ready to go, but I didn't have a square one and I didn't have a yellow one. So I thought, oh, I'll get one of these little square yellow ones because this is a good Cancun, Mexico colour, you know. So the size is like just over 4.5 inches by just over 4.5 inches, I guess. So it's a really nice little compact size. And so the next sketchbook that I'll be taking with me is one that I have made myself. So this was like a priority for me. If you've been around my channel for a little while, or if you follow me on Instagram, you will know that I do make handmade sketchbooks and art journals. And I bought from a little family-owned stall in Chelmsford Market this beautiful map fabric, and I wanted the Mexico part on here to be on the front of the book, but I did cut it all wrong. So we've got the ocean on the front of the book and then Mexico's on the back, which when I did this at the time I was like, oh no, it's ruined. But no, I actually really do like this, and I like this, the way this little stamp's up here. So this is just a little, I'd say it's like A6 sort of size sketchbook with a mixture of papers in here. So I put this little ribbon inside, and it's got a little dolphin charm. So I just think this is like the best sketchbook that I've made. And if you're watching this, you might even have one of my sketchbooks. So if so, thank you very much. I'll be making more for my Etsy shop when I get home from holiday, and I will definitely be making more of these travel journals. So we've got the Cardi 100% cotton rag watercolour paper in here. I love this paper, especially for these journals, because you've got such a rough edge and the paper is quite inconsistent, I think. You know, like you get like little speckles here and there, and I just love this. I think it's a lovely watercolour paper. It's very different if you haven't tried this cotton rag handmade watercolour paper before. It's different, but I love it. So I also put some of the Strathmore Tone Tan paper in here. This isn't the mixed media one, this is the normal one, but I thought it would be nice to use with my pencils, as this is my favourite paper to use with coloured pencils. I've always loved this. And then next I put in a couple of sheets of this. It's a new one for me, which I bought to make some more mixed media art journals with. It's the Clairefontaine Paint On paper, and it's in the green grey colour, and I have fallen in love with this colour. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. One of my favourite colours at the moment. It goes with one of my favourite Luminous coloured pencils too, which is the Middle Verdigris 713. Luminous pencils, one of my faves. So yeah, I've put these two papers in, and then that's all I've put in. So I put mainly the watercolour paper, and I deckled all the edges on these sheets as well because I wanted it all to match. And I'm so excited to fill this. And the plan is for me to have this sketchbook as like my rough everyday sketchbook. So this is the one where I might have half an hour and I want to sit at the pool and just do something really quick. This I want to use for like really fast colour studies. I'd love to do some colour studies over there. And I just want to use this for fast, quick sketches and maybe practices and just sort of taking this one out and about or whatever. And then this I would like to use as a project. So maybe I'll fill some pages when I'm over there. Maybe I'll save it for when I'm in the room or on the plane or on the bus, and I want to put a little bit more extra time into my pages. But I would love to stick bits and pieces in here as well and just make it like a travel journal for my entire trip. So like a journal of memories, you know, maybe I'll stick some little photos in here as well. And I just think that would be so lovely to have this as like a memory book of the. And me and my husband have been away when we got married. Just after we got married, we had a lovely holiday to Vegas and we went with our friends. But this is the first time we've been anywhere on our own. So this really does mean a lot to me. And I'd love to be able to use this book to sort of keep those memories in and paint and draw and cherish. And I just think this book came out so perfect. Like even this binding part here, I just so happy with it, and I just love it. And it's got the little wrap around with the signature twine, leaf twine that I use in most of my books. And yeah, I'm just well pleased with this one. So that's the other sketchbook, and if you're interested, look out for my Etsy shop within the next month because I will be making more of these. So they're a nice two little size. That is not English, Amber. They are both a nice size. There we go. And this one fits in here, so that's even better. And if I want, this one could fit in here too if I take some stuff out. So I haven't got to take all this out with me every day. Do you know what I mean? I can leave some in the room or in my case and just take a few bits out. So let's do accessories next, and then we'll talk about paints. So this is my little travel pencil sharpener. I've barely ever used this, but it's really good. Such a good little sharpener. I don't remember where I got it from, but it's a Swordfish pencil sharpener. And it's just little. It's got a little container, and it actually holds quite a few sharpenings in there. So that's what I've got. This might be where I go a little bit overkill because I've got 3 erasers. I don't really need to take this one, but I really like this eraser. I think it's I don't know the actual make, but it says Milan. I think I got it in a scrawler box once, and it's one of my favourite erasers, so I'm just going to take that. I've got a Kneadable, what's it called? Kneadable art eraser from Faber-Castell, that's in there. Another one of my favourite erasers, I use them all the time. I've had this one in the studio for years, and literally it's still going fine. I use it every day pretty much. It's great. So I've got that one, and then I've also got this Tombow Mono Zero eraser. So this is one of those with a little tiny eraser that you can erase out tiny areas. So I've got that. So that's 3 erasers, but maybe I'll take this one out, but I'm probably not going to do that because it does fit. I've got a washi tape for sticking things into my book, and at first I was even taking a glue stick. I was taking some extra bits in here, and I've decided against it because I think that this now is the perfect kit. And I'm only going, it's not only because I feel like it's a nice amount of time, but 11 days, you know, unless I do get stuck on an island somewhere, this is plenty. And even if I do get stuck on an island somewhere, I feel like this is going to keep me going for a very long time. So what else have I got in here? I've got my water brushes. I was debating, let me get them, whether to take this little water pot like that and my travel brushes that I've got here. I was debating whether to take these, but I feel like that's a massive barrier to entry of me just sort of sitting down and getting started. So I've decided against that. But I am taking a few water brushes. So this might be too many, but I do find sometimes that they can like malfunction and some don't work better than others. So I just thought I'd take a little few extra. Just this one is for like just in case, you know. But 4, I've got 4. So I've got the Arteza ones, which are actually my favourite. I thought I had a bigger one, actually. Perhaps not. Um, so this one's my favourite. I use this quite a lot whenever I go out with my painting things, which isn't actually often, but this is the one I use when I do go. So that's a nice flat brush. I love working with a flat brush. My favourite, because my plan is I'll be putting like big washes down of my gouache or watercolour and then going on top with my pencils. So that's that. Then I've got two more flat brushes. This one's got like a bit thicker one. These I just got from Tiger, so I haven't even actually tried them yet, which might be a sensible choice to try them before I go. And then this is another one, another flat brush with a little bit smaller point. So the flat brush is my most used, so I just thought I would take a few extra just in case. And then I've got another Arteza one, which is the round point. And I love the Arteza ones. I've had these for a while as well because they are so easy to get water out of. Some water brushes, like I've got the Derwent ones, like this one, you have to squeeze it so hard to get the water out that in the end your hand hurts. So I love the Arteza ones because if anything, too much water comes out. So you've got to really be careful with like how hard you push. You just got to literally touch it and the water comes out quite a lot. And with gouache, when you use gouache with these, you do want quite a lot of water to use with them because it's they don't clean up as well as if you use in watercolour. Do you know what I mean? So we've got 4 water brushes there. I have got a little pencil. So this is a nice little special clutch pencil by a brand called Kaweco Sport, or they might just be Kaweco. I don't know if this pencil is called Kaweco Sport. Anyway, I don't know. Kaweco Sport. So this is special to me because I bought it with my first payment from YouTube. So I wanted to buy myself something a little bit special and something that I could keep forever and always use for my first payment. And this was like, it's like £20. So it's not something I would like. I wouldn't just buy a pencil like this, I don't think, for £20, but because it was something a bit special and I've had my eye on these for a while and they're just so cute and lovely, I decided to get myself this with my first payment. So this is so good to use, and it's got a I don't even know the size of the lead really, but it's like a really thick pencil lead in here, and it's so easy to put it in and out as well. So I've also got a little I bought to go with it, these which are coloured leads, so you can have red, blue, green, and then I also bought a couple of extra of the normal leads, which I was taking this with me to go with this, but then I thought I usually don't even sketch with a pencil hardly, and I mostly sketch with my coloured pencils now, so I won't go through this entire lead. No way. So I'm just taking the lead as it is like that, and I love this little pencil. It's so cute. Whoops. Yes, so this is like my YouTube gift. So thanks for watching my videos, guys. You helped me get this. Oh, by the way, I will be emptying. They're already empty, but like I'll be taking these on the plane empty. Because the flight is like 10 hours and 50 minutes, which is quite a long time. So I'll definitely be doing some art on the plane, and I do want to take all this on there with me. So hopefully they won't take anything away. I think I'll have to put this in the little see-through bag, you know, the Ziploc bag, because it is a liquid, but I'll probably do that just in case. So what's next? Pens. I'm taking a 0.5 micron pen with me, which is my favourite size of the micron pens. And I'm also taking 2 gel pens. So these are the Artex gel pens, and I got a white and I got a gold. So they're like my favourites. I thought I'd use like quite a bit of gold. Seems I'm doing some beautiful, warm, sandy beaches. So then I've just bought my tube of white gouache, permanent white gouache by Winsor & Newton, because I've got gouache, but I tend to like to use my white fresh. So yeah, that's what I've got there. What should we do next? I've got these cute tins and then another cute tin in here. So we'll do this one last because the Altoids tin is one I'm really excited for. So in here I have got my Neocolors. So I won't lie, snapping these colours was hard for me to do. I've already got some that was already snapped because when I use them I tend to push quite hard and they tend to snap. But I did snap quite a lot of these to put in here because unfortunately my long Neocolors don't fit in here, but I'm quite happy with this. I don't mind using them smaller. In fact, I probably prefer using them smaller. So this way I could take lots of extra colours with me. So I've got some of my favourite colours of Neocolor in here. I don't think I couldn't tell you the names right now because they're not on there. Yeah, so, but yeah, I've just got like a few of my favourite colours are white, my favourite jade green, which I know I'm going to use all the time over there. Yeah, so that's my Neocolors. And they fit in there so perfectly. Like, considering this is such a tiny, tiny tin, I've got a lot of colours. Maybe it is a little bit bulgy, but I can soon sort that out. Whoops. There's just a way they must go, you know. So that's my Neocolors. And then in here, this is my new Art Toolkit gouache palette, and you just won't believe the amount of paint that is in here. You will if you watched my video a few videos ago where I filled it up. But I put every single one of my gouache colours in here that I've got. So let's take a look. Ta-da! Some of the colours are slightly crumbly, like this orange. That's just gone into the other, it's just gone into that blue there, but it's only a tiny bit. So when making a dried gouache palette, you are going to see cracking within your paints, and there has been a bit of cracking here, but it's not like so bad that it's going to bother me at all, you know. And this one was really bad, this pan, this was it primary red? I think that was the colour. But I just put a few drops of water in there and give it a little mix up after. And now it all feels quite stuck in there. So really, I think if you just work with it and use the colours, then they will sort of stick themselves down. So the cracking is not an issue for me. But I've just got so many colours in here to play with. It's literally every colour you could possibly want. So to be able to take this in such a tiny case. I compared this to my phone the other day. So, Natchy, my little Natchy on there. Yeah, look at the size compared to my phone. My phone is it's a plus, so it is quite a big phone, but it's so thin, and way smaller than my actual phone. So this is such a perfect palette to take with you if you're traveling anywhere, and it's quite comfortable to hold. So I was having a little practice last night on one of these pages, and I thought if you just wanted to paint like that, you could hold this on here or clip it on with a clip and just paint on this side, you know. So it's real simple, cool little palette that is. And this is the biggest one they do, I think. This is the Art Toolkit Folio, but they do like half the size little travel palettes. Oh, and then I did stick just a little bit of kitchen towel in here just in case. You never know. I thought I can fit it in. So there's that. And finally, my final thing that I'm taking is a selection of Holbein granulating watercolours and also their luminous watercolours. So these are like brand new. They've not long come out, and I bought some using my Jackson's vouchers, which I haven't actually shared with you yet. So my original plan for this week's video was to swatch out the Luminous watercolours and do like a review on them and create an artwork with them. But obviously plans have changed. So I'll do that when I get home from holiday. But I bought 5 of the granulating colours, and they are just gorgeous. I will share those with you in a minute. And there's one here called like Bork's Parrot Pink, and it's just one of my favourite watercolors I think I own now. It's amazing, so I'm very excited about those. And then I had, how many spaces? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. I had 9 spaces left, and the Luminous set comes in a set of 12. And I was going to buy just a few, but these were on sale when they went on sale on Jackson's, and it was like £35 for all 12. And I'm well into my luminous colours at the moment and fluorescent colours, so I just thought, oh, I'll have them all. And I will make a video about them in the next few weeks when I get home, but I picked out some of my favourite colours from the set to put in here. So this is my cute little Altoids tin with some watercolours in there. So I think that I have got such a lovely selection of art supplies here, and I don't think I've gone overboard. What do you think? 11 days in Mexico, have I gone overboard? You let me know. Let me know what you think. But I also do have that, like, what about if I get stranded, in the back of my mind. I am a bit of a worrier. I take after my dad in that way. My husband is quite the opposite of a worrier. So we sort each other out usually, you know. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna pop what am I going to do now? I'm going to pop these things back in, and I'd like to show you the swatches of my colour palette that I've made using these coloured pencils. So this little sketchbook is going to be for just colour experiments and just having a lovely time in here, you know. That's what I'm planning on doing, and not worrying about anything, just filling my pages. I don't want to be precious about this one. So this is the colour palette that I made originally, and this is like, I think it's 56 colours, not including these. Could be 54, but I can't remember, and I won't count them right now. So this is a mixture between my Caran d'Ache Luminance, my Derwent Lightfast, my dog sneezing in the background, my Derwent Drawing Chinese White. It's also got some Holbein coloured pencils in here as well, because I bought my husband got me for Christmas a few years ago the pastel set of the Holbein pencils. I feel like I've got my words all wrong there, but I don't know if I did or not, so apologies if I did. Yeah, he bought me the Holbein pastel set of pencils, and this colour's not necessarily pastel, I don't think, but it was in the set. But all of these turquoise greens, they're just amazing. So I love this colour palette. I know it's quite a lot of colours, but this just brings me so much joy when I look at it. But anyways, I had to narrow this down to just 24 colours. So that is where this page comes in. So I'm going to leave it like this for as long as I can, so you can see all of the colours. And then if there's any that sort of take your fancy, you can pause this and have a good look, you know. But I might link a couple of things in the description, but I won't be linking all colours or anything, to be honest. I don't know if I'm going to link stuff in the description. I'll see. Because I don't have much time, and I feel like if I try and link all the stuff that I'm taking, it's just going to take a long time. So I might write the stuff that I'm taking, like the water brushes and stuff, and then if you want to, you can go and find them yourself. So yeah, but this is the colours that I narrowed it down to, and some of my favourites are on here. So I just love the Luminance apricot colour. I love the Anthraquinoid pink. Anthraquinoid pink, Middle Verdigris. Is that how you say that? Middle Verdigris. These two are like my favourite in the Luminance range ever at the moment. I also love this dark Phalocian. I think that's how you say it, but it's obviously like phthalo, right? I don't know. Dark Phalocian green, and also the ultramarine as well. So I'm quite new to this Luminance ultramarine, but I absolutely love it. also in Damphone Blue. So I knew I was going to be able to make like lots of beachy sand colours with my gouache, because I've got perfect colours there for that. And then this is what I wanted to use for like everything else. So I didn't include any beachy sand colours in this, and then that is what I went to bed thinking about at night time. So that's where these colours come in. So I ended up putting some more beachy sand colours in, but mostly here I got my favorite greens, and then mostly I got like some teal and turquoise colors and plenty of blues for the skies and the sea when I'm over there, because that's what I think I'll be painting and drawing the most. So I love this color palette. It makes me very, very happy. But I would quite like to swatch these other colours out on this page. So if you want to hang around with me for a little while longer, then sit back and relax, because we're going to be doing a little bit of swatching. I'm going to swatch those like everything else that I'm taking with me. I won't be swatching all those gouache colours because that would take forever, but even I might do though. I might do, and then I might just show it to you at the end rather than including it in the video. But yeah, so another thing that I've done, and this is a really good tip, guys, if you're taking a sketchbook abroad or taking one anywhere with you, or just if you've just got a sketchbook, have little scraps of paper, or this is glassine paper. This is my favourite thing to use, but just to put between your pages in case you want to keep your pages clean like this. So when you're drawing on this side will transfer onto this side, and it just creates a bit of a messy page. So you don't even have to have these under every page, and after you get so far in your book you can start taking the ones out from the front and putting them back on. But it's just when you're really pushing on this page, it will make the one underneath transfer. So I've made 6 of these for this book, and then I've also made 6 for my nice travel journal as well. And for anybody that buys any of my travel journals or my mixed media sketchbooks, or just sketchbooks in general from me that I've made through my Etsy shop, I always do include a few sheets of the glassine paper just so you can protect any pages that you love. So I could stop this video here, you see, but I don't like to do that. I like to do a long one. And considering I'm not making a video for next week, then hopefully you will enjoy this one and just hanging out with me a little bit longer. So I don't know why I zipped that up, because I'm actually supposed to be packing my case right now. I'm recording this on Friday, so I've got just a couple more days, really. But that's okay. Art supplies come first, right? Can't get them out now. Oh, I dropped it on the floor. No, there we go. Oh. Okay. So let's swatch out these couple of colours that I've got extra. Put them in their rightful order a moment. Not that there really is a rightful order. There we are. That would do. And I'm just gonna, how many's here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'll do 4, 8. So I'm just gonna do okay, so I'm just gonna do same again here, and I'll tell you the names as I go, and then at the end at the end of the video I'll do a little clip where you can just see all the colours. So I'll zoom in a little bit. You know what? I'm getting rid of that. So I feel like this one is a really lovely sandy beach colour. I'm really into my coloured pencils at the moment, so I might not even use my gouache for some pictures. And I might just use my pencils. So I feel like I've got such a lovely selection here where I've got a nice option for whatever I feel like doing. But at the minute, my go-to art creation my favourite art supplies at the moment is gouache with colour pencils on top. So this colour is Light Flesh 10% and it's 542 luminance. Next one is Herculanum Red. This is lovely. I feel like this is a perfect colour for a pop of colour on some cheeks. I am trying to draw people at the moment. Not going so well, but I'm trying to have a go because I'm really interested in learning how to draw people and sort of expanding my horizons. So even if they look super cartoony, that's what I'm going for. So 068, so that's also lovely. I could imagine that on the beach. They're both luminance, by the way. And then this one is a Holbein Rose Pink 429. Natchy. Natchy. My little dog in the background. Breathing so heavy today. I'm going to miss my doggies when I go. But also it will be a nice break. If you watched my video a few videos ago, I told you I had 3 dogs at the moment because my mum and dad just got back from their Caribbean cruise, which was just looked amazing. And when they got back and we saw how lovely and happy and tanned they were, that's when me and my husband was just like, oh, we've just got to go. We've got to go on a lovely holiday together. So yeah, this was such last minute. We was not going to go anywhere this year, but I'm so happy that we are. What was I going to say? Yes, my mum and dad's puppy. We looked after her while they were away, and it was such a challenge. But now my parents are going to look after my 2 old babies while we're away, which they're no trouble. And they're used to the puppy now as well, so it's all good. But it will be nice to have a break from full-time dog mum, you know. So this next one is Hibiscus Pink 094. Oh, I love this colour. This is amazing, this colour. So really, I've just added in a few more like pinkish sort of tones. Next up, we've got Brown Ochre 037. Luminance. Did I say their number on the Hibiscus Pink? 064. A nice shadow colour for a sandy beach. I've actually saved a load of reference photos on my phone of different places in Cancun so I can practice on the plane before I get there. I'm looking forward to that. I'd like to sort of do like a few timed pages in this sketchbook. So if I can, I'll take a few clips of my art and stuff and yeah, and like include it in a little vlog after I get back. So I hope you will look forward to that because I'm excited to make something like that. This one is Derwent Lightfast Raisin. So it's a really lovely reddish brown. It's a lovely reddish brown, this one. Quite similar to the colour of my hair at the moment. Next up, we have Green Ochre 025 Luminance. While I was doing my little practice pieces yesterday, I noticed that I didn't have like a yellowish green for the palm trees, and palm trees is something I think I'll be drawing quite a lot. So this was when I picked this one out because I thought this was perfect. Next is another green, one of my favourites, Moss Green 225 from Luminance. This colour palette on its own is gorgeous. I apologise if the camera's shaking as well, by the way. I even have my tripod clamped to a different desk and the camera still shakes all the time. So I love that green. It's a really natural green. Next is light, nope, not light, is just Cobalt Green by Luminous 182. Another one that I really love. There we are. Cobalt Green. And finally, a really dark one. It's Mars Black by Doe at Night Fast. I'm just including this because I thought it would be nice to have a really dark brown to include. So this is like near on black. I don't really use black in my art. I usually use like a nightshade, which is a really dark purple from the Doe at Night Fast range. And I also like indigo blue from Cavendish Luminance as well. So this is a lovely colour palette. Could use this just on its own, to be honest. There we are. So that's those colours. And do you think that they are a good contribution to this palette? So these are like all way more neutral, whereas a lot of these colours are way more bright. In fact, they're all quite bright except for these two, I'd say. So it's nice to include a few more neutral tones, I think. So I feel like with this makes my colours 34 pencils, which is better than 56. But I'm really happy with the colours that I've chosen here. So, happy with that. And shall we swatch the Neocolors? Would you like me to swatch the Neocolors? I wish I could telepathically talk to you guys right now so you could tell me whether I should swatch the Neocolors or not. Or should I just go straight in with the watercolours? Do you want me to swatch the Neocolors? Let's do watercolours on this page. So excited about showing you these watercolours. And like I said, I will do a more in-depth video of these Holbein watercolours. But that obviously won't be until I'm back. So I'll zoom out before I forget to zoom out, because you know what I'm like. And we're going to start off with the granulating ones, and I'll show you how it works in this sketchbook. Do I want to do circles? Let's do circles. Don't really want to add that much water. It's best to not add loads of water. The page is definitely warp in this one. But I think that they actually, considering the weight and just the entire feeling of this paper, you would never think that it would work with watercolours at all, but it works well, considering what this paper is. Do you know what I mean? So, where's my box? Where's my box? Here it is. So we've got, I'm going to tell you the colours as we go. Full Moon Yellow from Holbein. Is it Holbein or Holbein? This next one is gorgeous. It's called Pampas Grass Yellow. So they did bring a great big range out of these granulating watercolours. How big is the range? I don't know. It looked like there was like 30 odd colours there. I can't remember exactly how many was in the range. And I nearly bought the entire set, obviously. I decided against it because I just thought I have got a lot of granulating watercolours, and some of them did look similar to what I already had. So I decided against it, and I just went with some colours that I knew I didn't already have, and ones that I would really like to have in my collection, I suppose. I'm just going to add a little bit of water so we can see how they granulate. And I'm really happy with the selection that I went for. So this one is the one that I'm most excited for. I hope you're ready for this. This one is called Bork's Parrot Pink. Oh, it's amazing. This has got like a bit of orange, a bit of yellow, it's got like pink. It's quite luminous almost. It's exciting, is what it is. It's like a corally reddish pink. I think I'll just swatch the next two underneath. So next is Twilight Purple. And this one is lovely. It reminds me of a Potter's Pink, but a little bit more violet. And, well, yeah, I guess it's a little bit more violet. It's got a little bit of ultramarine in there, I think, or I don't exactly know the pigments of these just yet because I haven't had a good look at them. But it's got a lot of, yeah, it's got like a bit of violet in there. It's definitely got a bit of blue. I just love the colour separation of these colours, these paints. It's amazing. Look at this. And when they dry, I'll show you how it works on the opposite page, you know, how they look. So the next one is my dark that I got, which is Eurasian J Rose Grey. Eurasian J Rose Grey. And this is a dark purple, almost like a shadow violet, maybe. I've got the Roman Small Shadow Violet, which has got a bit of green in it, whereas this hasn't. It's just a really nice purple. So these colours are unique. I've never seen them before, especially this parrot pink. In fact, all of these I haven't obviously tried all watercolours, but these are new to me. Chuck a drop of water in there and also on this one so we can see what happens. And now I'll just swatch the Luminous ones. So this isn't all of them, as I said. I'll make an entire video. But this is a yellow. And these are bright, and I'm really excited to use these as pops of colour in my artwork, especially for Caribbean. Especially for where I'm going, I think it's going to be perfect. I thought it would be nice to just swatch everything that I'm taking with me. I'm not 100% sure on the exact colours of these. I'll tell you in a minute. I love this one. I think this is my favourite. Green is fun. And these are so vibrant. When they say luminous, they are not kidding. I feel like this blue and the blue violet are interesting because I don't know whether I'd say the blue is like a luminous, but It is a very vibrant blue. And I'm looking forward to using it. This one's the blue violet, I know that. Same again for this. I think it's interesting how they've included this in a luminous set. They dried out very quick, these did, in their pan. They haven't cracked at all, but they did dry very, very quickly. These colours work perfectly with these colours, don't you think? Pretty sure this next one that I'm swatching is the magenta. And finally, the pink. So these are great. These are also quite granulating, which is quite fun. I've got, this is like my little swatching card that I did the other day. Some of these colours, like this one, doesn't even show up properly on the video. I think it just can't, the camera can't pick these luminous colours up. So I'll tell you quickly the names of the ones that I'm including in my travel kit. If I can get this right, I think. So this one is lemon yellow, luminous lemon. This one will be luminous yellow. Yeah, I'm going to struggle here with remembering the exact colours. So I think this one then will be the luminous orange red. This one luminous red. This one luminous green. Luminous blue. Luminous blue violet. Luminous magenta. And this one is the last, which is called luminous pink. So the ones that I didn't include in my travel set because I couldn't fit them in was this one, luminous opera, I think that's called. Did I not include the orange? No, I didn't include the orange because I thought I could just mix these. And then I didn't include this one, which is luminous violet. So yeah, I've been practicing with all sorts. I've been trying to make the perfect kit, and I love doing things like this anyways. Like making a little travel kit is like, this is just so exciting for me to be able to do this. Whether I use it or not, I just like making the kit. So there we are. So that's those, and I might just, should I just swatch the Neocolors here? Can I do it on this page? Will I have enough room? I won't bother writing them down or anything, so I don't even know whether to bother swatching these. Why can't I decide anything? I feel like I need someone here just to say, yeah, do that, Amber, or no, nobody wants to see that, don't bother. But no, I don't have anybody here like that to help me. I'm not gonna bother watching my Neocolors, because otherwise this video will just be quite long, even though we like the long videos, don't we? We've already come to this conclusion before, that we like the long videos. Is there anything else that I need to swatch? Let's show you how these are drying. Oh, amazing. Look at this. The pink goes like so vibrant around the edge when you put that water on and it creates a bloom. The pink just looks amazing. And like, let's see if we can see how that goes. So can you see that that is quite warpy, but do remember that the paper is still quite wet at the moment where the watercolours are. So this is warpy, but I really don't mind that. And I do quite enjoy a warpy sketchbook anyway with warpy paper, because I just think, like, you know, it just adds to the character of a sketchbook, if you like. And especially when you know it's not going to be the perfect watercolour sketchbook, then, and especially if you were to use coloured pencils or luminance on the top of your watercolour or gouache while it's wet, then you're going to have a problem. So you're going to end up going through to the back of the paper, quite like, not going through, but like you could rip the paper, or it could just really create like some really bad indentations where it's like it really messes up the paper a bit. So remember that. But once it's dry, you can go on top with anything. I think that it just looks nice on this paper. I would imagine the paper to sort of soak the watercolor in, and for it to not look vibrant or not look nice. But the thing with this paper is it makes everything look more vibrant. I don't know if you have noticed this yourself or if you agree with me, but I find that, I think it might be because the paper is ivory, but it just makes everything look more vibrant. I think it makes everything look amazing. I love this paper. Favourite sketchbook, guys. And it's so cheap. And it has so many pages as well. So look these up if you're interested. This is one thing I'll definitely link in the description. So that will be my Amazon affiliate link if you fancy one. But I can't recommend them enough. So, am I done? Shall I be done? I'm going to do the lumen. I'm going to do these. But I'm just going to let this dry for 5 minutes. And then I'm going to come back and I'm going to swatch these on this page. Okay? Just in case you did say yes and you do want to see it. And I'm going to miss you guys. I'm going to miss not having a video out next week, because I've been on it for a while now, and I'm quite proud of myself, and my YouTube means so much to me. So I wish I could fit another video in before I leave, but I'm just not going to be able to. So don't leave me, okay, with my week of no videos. Right, I'm going to be back in like 1 minute. I'm just going to let this dry. Okay, so I just took some time while all this was drying to write down the names of the pencils and the watercolours that I just used. So just in case you want to see or like want to look into any of these yourself, I'll put it closer so you can just have a little look, and you can pause it if you want to. You're going to have to excuse if you can hear my dog making ridiculous noises in the background. He does make some funny noises sometimes. So just the one thing that I thought I'd mention is this Luminance colour. It used to be called Light Flesh 10%. It's now called Butternut. So I thought they had changed that name. So yeah, Butternut. I haven't written the numbers down. Perhaps I should have, but we've just done the names for now. But I just think these colours and these, what a beautiful colour palette. I think I'm going to play with those just on their own, because I think they're great. And these granulating watercolours are all dry now, so you can see just a little bit of warping, but nothing. I don't mind it at all, you know. And I just think the watercolours look so nice on here. So it depends. You can't use like big washes, but you can use watercolour with a nice amount of water. So there's all of the luminous ones as well. Okay, so I have decided that I am going to swatch my Neocolors out, only because this may as well just be a nice long video, and you can watch it in 2 parts if you want, if you miss me so much next week, which obviously is not gonna happen. But I don't know, why not? Oh, one more thing. I'm also going to take this with me, which is just a little tripod. Something I've had for ages, and it's really good for like if I maybe just want to take a couple of clips of me painting, and my husband's not there to be my human tripod. I thought that this would be good just to take with my camera or my phone, and I've got this little phone holder that goes on here, so that's just quite small and light, and it's seen better days. But it'll fit in my bag nicely, you know. So I can't even tell you the names of these, you know, because I haven't got them. I know this is called Sahara Yellow, so I'm just gonna, I want to swatch these anyways, so I'm just gonna go for it. Oh, put my little pieces of paper in. Sahara Yellow. if I get my box, I might be able to tell you the names. So this one is, I've broke it right where it says. Just yellow. There you go, that's nice and easy. I don't necessarily even use my Neocolors wet. I tend to just use them dry as like added extras at the end. This one will be called Golden Yellow. This one's a little bit contaminated by some red. Orange. These have simple names. Got this lovely orange next. I'll tell you the name of this in a moment. This is one of my favourites from Neocolors. This is called Saffron. It's such a lovely like burnt orange colour. This one will be, oh, I actually don't know because, oh, it's not from there. Where's it from? It's got to be from there. That is about right, isn't it? Oh yeah, well I can't tell you that colour because I haven't got the little bit of paper on here of what it was, but it's a red. A red of some kind. A nice red as well. What shall I do next? This is another one of my faves. This one's called Salmon Pink. My favourite pink in the Neocolors. This one, this next one that I've got in here, I also can't tell you the colour because it's gone. But it's pink of some kind. It's like a more pinky pink than this more corally pink colour. Also a favourite. Oh, I hope I'm remembering to put them back. Am I? Next, let's do this one. This one is called, again, the colour's not there. Purple? Might just be purple. But I'm not 100%. Might be pink purple. It looks like a pink purple. Next is lilac. It's a dark lilac. Oh yeah, I'm glad to have swatched these out. This is nice. I'm swatching my entire kit out, you know. Next, let's do this one. I don't think I'm going to have this name either. I think, no, not that one. Do we? Oh, Periwinkle Blue. Look at that. This one is called Sky Blue, I think. Yeah, Sky Blue. This is not Sky Blue. This is more like a Periwinkle Blue, and this is more like a lilac. But I won't argue with you, Cavendish. I love the colours all the same. This is more like a bit of a sky blue. And I've got this one too, which I'm actually not taking, but this might be a nice one. Turquoise blue. I'm not going to take it. I've got enough. My tin only just closes as it is. This one is called I'm not 100%, but I think that that probably says cobalt blue. But I don't know exactly, okay? So that's lovely. I'm not going to take it. No more. It's a lovely dark blue. This reminds me of the ultramarine. That's nice to know. It's such a good idea to swatch your colours, you know. If you haven't swatched your colours, you've got no idea what they're really like until you do. Oh, look, this one's called ultramarine. I'm well pleased with that because I love that ultramarine blue. Let's do this one. Oh, I love it. This one is called Malachite Green. Yep. I used to think that was called Malachite Green, but I was definitely wrong. We'll do this one. This one is Jade Green. I already know this. It's one of my faves. And then we've got, don't know what this one's called. Oh, sorry, it's not on there, but it's like a really lovely, I don't know, like a pastel green. I'm not sure. It's lovely. This one, I don't have the name again. Sorry. The fact that I can't tell you the names of these is probably not helpful to you in the slightest. Can I tell you the name of this one? I think I can. Olive green. Oh, do you know what? I bet this is called light olive green or something like that. I bet that's what that is. And then this one will be grey. Oh no, let's do this one next. This one goes next. This one is called Chromium Oxide Green. And then finally we have grey. Where should I put it? What a shame, look at this. Can't put it on the same page. So there we are, that's my Neo colours that I'll be taking. There's a really nice selection now, I feel like. Oh, and a white. And then finally, I'm just going to swatch these Ecolines out for you, just in case you're interested. And because we've gone so far on this swatching journey now, we may as well continue, right? So, let's start off with Cold Grey Light. So this one is 738. I really, really love these greys, and they're actually my most used in the Neo colours. So Cold Grey Light, Warm Grey Light, 782. I'll probably doing these too big now too. Let's do the greens. This one is 666. Oh, love it. Pastel green. Devil pastel green. So that's lovely. And then this is my favourite one. My favourite Ecoline that I've got. It's beautiful. This is called Bronze Green and it's 657. It's such a lovely natural green. It's my favourite. Ecolines work really nicely on this paper too, but it will peel if you keep layering it on, and it can go through to the other side as well with more and more layers, but they do work nice. What next? Let's go for this one, which is called Pink Beige 374. I love this colour. It's lovely for like buildings or sand. This is what I used for the sand in my little practice piece that I did. Sepia. No, I'll do this one next. This one is Pastel Rose 390. Then we got Sepia 416, which is a nice colour brown. And then finally, Pastel Blue 580. There we are. So I think these colours are lovely, and probably these colours will be like, oh, hang on, not finally. Got one more. Here we go, dropping everything on the floor now. Next, sorry, this is the last one. Turquoise Green 661. So put this one here. This one's beautiful. So I do have a few more Ecolines and like a nice orange, and I don't have too many more. I've just got a couple more. But I feel like these are the colours that I'll be seeing the most, definitely. And especially like this beige, pink and the greys. I feel like for any of the Mayan ruins, I'll definitely be using those colours, and also this bronze green. So yeah, there we are. That is all. Let's take, apart from the gold gel pen and the white gel pen and the micron pen, this is all of the art supplies that I will be taking with me on my holiday to Cancun, Mexico. And I'd love to know whether you think this is too much or not. But like, I suppose you can't have an opinion on it because we don't know whether I'm even going to use it all yet. So I'll let you know when I make my video afterwards. Like, I'm glad to be making this one because I'm so naive at the moment, and I'm thinking like, I'm going to take all of these colours and I'm going to use them all, but I just don't know. So I know I want to definitely make the effort to use my art supplies, but I'd like to see what I end up reaching for the most. And then I haven't travelled at all really with my art supplies, so this is all very new for me and all very exciting. And I'm just excited to see what I reach for, and then in the future I can end up making like a really nice travel set where I don't take loads of extras that I don't use, and hopefully I get over my fear of being stuck on an island somewhere. I am a little bit of a neurotic person, I think, but that's okay. I own it. My husband calls me a tornado of anxiety all the time, and I agree. I'm not gonna lie. So what can you do, you know? So yeah, I'm excited. I'm happy with what I've got here, and I just think that, yeah, I just think that this is going to be a really nice set. And I've got like everything I could possibly want and more. So if I couldn't fit this in my bag, and like if this was just going to be way too much, I wouldn't take it, I don't think. But I think I'm happy with what I've got here. So here we are. This one doesn't fit though, but that's okay. So we're gonna pop it all back in, and I thank you very much for watching this video. If you made it to the end, then let me know in the comments if you did, because I'm just interested to know if you guys ever make it to the end of my super extra long videos. I really do appreciate it. And don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more rambly long videos like this in the future, and you want to see my Cancun vlog that I'll be making. Yeah, and don't forget to like this video, and I shall see you in 2 weeks. Okay, so don't forget about me in the meantime, because that would be sad. So yeah, I'll see you guys in a couple of weeks and I hope you're all good. And yeah, I think that's it. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.